Hey, I'm Brad Wilkerson, hitting coach here at UNF. Run the offense. Looking forward to this season.
Sweet. All right, so what stood out to you most in terms of growth from the fall of the hitting staff?
Well, I think when you bring in as many new guys as we've brought in, I think that, you know, you put everything together. There's a lot of learning. There's a lot of expectation of what I want done and a lot of stuff that maybe they haven't heard in the past. So just trying to bring that all together and what our identity is going to be and things like that. I think that these guys have taken a lot of good information and they've bought into, so far, what we're trying to get accomplished.
All right, what identity do you want the hitters to have by the time the season comes around?
Well, I tell them every day, like at the end of the day, I want us to be the toughest 27 outs that any team in our league is going to be. And that comes with plate discipline, hitting the ball hard, you know, making sure we're aggressive hitters. You know, I want selective aggressive hitters that are ready to come out first pitch and, you know, take it to the pitcher and not give away strikes and be able to drive guys in. I think one of the points of emphasis from last year that we didn't do a great job at last year is driving in runs. So it's been a really big point for us to try to come up with an approach, a better approach of runners in scoring position and situational hitting.
What excites you or stood out from your hitters during the fall?
I just think their work ethic. I think we got a lot of guys that want to be here and get better and be the best version of themselves each and every day. I think that, you know, we got some leaders that go in there every day and just show guys, you know, how to work. You know, a lot of guys that are hungry to get better, a lot of guys that absorb information, a lot of guys that share information. I put a lot of emphasis with our hitters on sharing information and talking to each other and communicating, not just words that come from my mouth or Coach Merck's mouth.
All right, what do you like most about this group heading into opening weekend? What excites you about opening weekend?
I think there's a lot of question marks, but they're good question marks, just a lot of new faces. I'm just excited to go out there and see them compete and see other players, you know, see other jerseys and, you know, see how they compete. I know they're going to go out there and do it. It's just a matter of going out there and doing it together and see how this thing comes together. I'm very excited for it.
And then what does success look like for your hitting staff this season?
I think, you know, I try to put some goals down on paper for me personally and how that we come together as a group. I think it all comes down to how many runs we're going to score and whether we're, you know, I want a very versatile offense and, you know, stealing bases, you know, being able to hit and run, being able to situational hit, all those kinds of things just come together. I think the success is, you know, how many runs we score. We got to score more than the other team.
Awesome, Coach. Thank you.